Before using this site, please go through the use of carefully terms and conditions. Our visitors may use this site free, and the users using this site agree to comply and bound by the below-mentioned terms of use. If you do not agree to the given terms and conditions after reviewing it thoroughly, you are requested not to use the site. Acceptance of agreement. The terms and conditions featured in this terms and conditions of use agreement related to our site. The site are agreed by you. This agreement represents the complete and only agreement between you and us, and supersedes all prior or contemporaneous agreements, representations, warranties and understandings related to the site, free product samples, the content, or freebie offers or services provided by or listed on the site, and the subject matter of this agreement. We can amend the agreement anytime and at any frequency without informing or specific notice to you. The latest agreement will be posted on the site that can be reviewed by you prior to using the site. This agreement may be amended by us at any time and at any frequency without specific notice to you. The latest agreement will be posted on the site, and you should review this agreement prior to using the site. Copyright. The organization, content, design, graphics, and other materials related to this site are protected under applicable copyrights and other proprietary laws, including but not limited to intellectual property laws. Without our prior written permission, the copying, reproduction, use, modification or publication of full or part of any such matters or any part of the site by you is strictly prohibited. Deleting and modification. We reserve the right in our sole discretion to edit or delete any documents, information or other content appearing on the site, including this agreement without any notice, requirement or obligation to you. Indemnification. You agree to indemnify, defend and hold us, our officers, our shareholders, our partners, attorneys and employees harmless from any and all liability, loss, damages, claim and expense, including reasonable attorney's fees, related to your violation of this agreement or use of the site. Disclaimer. The content, services, free product samples and freebie offers from OR listed through the site are provided as available, and all warranties, express or implied, are disclaimed, including but not limited to the disclaimer of any implied warranties of title, non-infringement, merchantability, quality and fitness for a particular purpose, with respect to this site and any website with which it is linked. The information and services may contain bugs, errors, problems or other limitations. We have no liability whatsoever for your use of any information or service. In particular, but not as a limitation, we are not liable for any indirect, incidental or consequential damages, including damages for loss of business, loss of profits, loss of money, litigation, or the like, whether based on breach of contract, breach of warranty, negligence, product liability or otherwise, even if advised of the possibility of such damages. The negation of damages set forth above are fundamental elements of the basis of the bargain between us and you the user. This site and the information would not be provided without such limitations. No advice or information, whether oral or written, obtained by you from us through the site shall create any warranty, representation or guarantee not expressly stated in this agreement. The information and all other materials on the site are provided for general information purposes only and do not constitute professional advice. It is your responsibility to evaluate the accuracy and completeness of all information available on this site or any website with which it is linked. Limits. We disclaim all responsibility or liability for any damages caused by viruses contained within the electronic file containing the former document. We disclaim any form of the liability to you for any incidental, special or consequential damages of any kind that may result from use of or inability to use the site. Third-party website. All rules, terms and conditions, other policies including privacy policies and operating procedures of third-party linked websites will apply to you while on such websites. For the content, accuracy or opinions expressed in such websites, we are not responsible, and we have also not investigated, monitored or checked for accuracy or completeness of such websites. Any linked website inclusion on our site does not imply endorsement or approval of the linked website by us. This site and the third-party linked websites are independent entities and neither party has authority to make any representations or commitments on behalf of the other. You are acting at your own risk if you decide to leave our site and access these third-party linked sites. Third-party products and services. Our site advertises third-party linked websites from which you may purchase or otherwise obtain certain freebie offerings, sample goods, or free trial services. It must be fully understood that we do not operate or control the free offerings, products, or services offered by third-party linked websites. The responsibility solely lies with the third-party linked websites for all aspects of order processing, billing, fulfillment, and customer services. For any transactions entered into between you and third-party linked websites, we are not a party to it. You agree that use of such third-party linked websites is at your sole risk and is without warranties of any kind by us, expressed, implied, or otherwise. Under no circumstances are we liable for any damages arising from the transactions between you and third-party linked websites or for any information appearing on third-party linked websites or any other site linked to or from our site. Submissions. All ideas, notes, suggestions, concepts and other information sent by you to us collectively, submissions shall be deemed and shall remain our sole property and shall not be subject to any obligation of confidence on our part. Without limiting the foregoing, we shall be deemed to own all known and hereafter existing rights of every kind and nature regarding the submissions and shall be entitled to unrestricted use of the submissions for any purpose, without compensation to the provider of the submissions. General. You agree that all actions or proceedings arising directly or indirectly out of this agreement, or your use of the site, or any sample products, freebie offers or services obtained by you through such use, shall be litigated in the Circuit Court of Los Angeles County, California, or the United States District Court for the Central District of California. You are expressly submitting and consenting in advance to such jurisdiction in any action or proceeding in any of such courts, and are waiving any claim that Los Angeles, California, or the Central District of California is an inconvenient forum or an improper forum based on lack of venue. This site is controlled by Perfect Insight, Inc. in the state of California, USA. As such, the laws of California will govern the terms and conditions contained in this agreement and elsewhere throughout the site, without giving effect to any principles of conflicts of laws.